But some men had other things on their mind.
Hold my hands up, I think I might have just fallen in love with Gareth Gate.
See you later. Please welcome the woman with the most talked about, how can I say talked about, chest in Britain, Holly Willoughby. Did you get sick of it all, really?
Oh, it's been the weirdest time of my life. It's been so strange to have something about myself spoken about so much, and it's just been really
It's not
odd.
as because you've done that series before. I mean, you've been doing it several years, but it's suddenly this year.
It's our third series.
Yeah.
I've never worn anything different. I don't know what happened that this year suddenly somebody picked up on something and it just ran and ran and ran.
But I noticed in the second week you didn't come on with a polo neck, though. You know, you could have.
I've always worn the same stuff, you know. I think, do you know what I think it is? I think it's that people are so not used to seeing curvy size 12 women on the telly that suddenly a natural girl comes out with, you know.
It was an hourglass figure. It is an hourglass figure.
Still is.
Yes, was past tense. But clearly, I mean, it took us all to the wire this time, didn't it, with Suzanne Shaw and Chris Fountain. I mean, you couldn't really have put a fag paper between them, as they say, could you?
No, it was amazing. The final was it's one of the most exciting things I've ever been involved with. I think it had everything that makes a great TV show, and I was so happy for Suzanne because so many people were saying, oh, it's a one-horse race with Chris Fountain, and yet, you know, on that night she was the best and she was just truly remarkable.
Ever been tempted yourself to get on the ice and do that bit of it? I bet they've put it to you, haven't they?
Well, Philip and I said that maybe had series 1 we'd have been secretly practising, we might have been quite good, but I still think we're probably kidding ourselves.
Because they get, by the end of it, quite proficient and also much more daring.
They turn into athletes by the end of it. It's very strange. Their whole mindset completely changes and they're kind of focused and they get hurt but they strap themselves up and they just go for it. And, you know, Kieran Bracken, he's now a professional.
Yeah, and doing the tour,
the
nationwide tour.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, you know, he was a rugby player with a pretty good physique to start with.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, you're doing something else as well. You did something else. You were standing in Trafalgar Square taking a shower and I missed it.
Oh, I was not taking a shower.
Oh, I was told. I got very excited when they told me.
I was standing next to a shower, but no, I was fully clothed. Great name for myself.
So what was the aim of this?
Well, it's this Be Water Wise campaign with Ariel, and basically what we're trying to promote is for people to try and have a 3-minute shower, because the national average of people having showers is actually 7 minutes.
Oh, in Nick Ferrari's case, 48.
Well, there you go.
No, he's barely done his foot in 3 minutes.
And for every minute that you're in the shower, you use 9 litres of water. And that means if everybody was to switch down and have a 3-minute shower, you would save 6 billion litres of water a day, which is enough to fill 6,000 Olympic swimming pools. And that's just in one day. So if you imagine that over a week, a month, a year. So basically, to help people out, if you go onto the Ariel website, which is ariel.co.uk, you can pick up one of these little timers. It's a 3-minute timer, and then you can just challenge yourself and see if you can have...
So it's got a sucker on it, so you stick it on your shower wall.
So you stick it onto your shower wall, and that's for you.
Oh, thank you.
So you can practice.
I shall stick it on my shower wall tomorrow morning and think of Holly Willoughby.
There's a thought.
And if I can have a 3-minute shower... No, I'm not going to go... Fine. So that's World War Today. I've completely lost my way now. Yes. Now they tell me that you're a wanted woman in the States. Is this true?
Well, I've read this too, and like all of these fabulous stories that I wish were true, Alan, I have no idea. I'd like to think so. You know, I love living and working in the UK, and if I could stay here, it is my chosen, it's my choice. I love it here. I love being at home. But, you know, if a job came up and I went over there for a couple of months, then so be it. But my heart lies here. Yeah,
because what are your ambitions? I mean, you look at people like Cat Deeley, like Tess Daly, you know, there's a certain, you know, without being rude to you, a certain style of glamorous presenter who can do the job. I really resent this word auto-cutie that they use.
Yeah.
Because people who do it well, you don't know that they're reading it at all. I mean, it's a skill, it's a job. You do it well, as do the others. Do you see that as the way forward, or would you like Denise Van Outen go into theatre or film? Or...
Oh, no.
You don't see yourself acting?
Presenting is what presenting presenting is what I love, and I've been doing, I've been doing it for 10 years now. I know it's only been the last year that people have suddenly realised who I am, but I've been doing it for 10 years. It's what I love. And, I'm doing my dream show now. I've just got to stay there. Because people always say to me, oh, what do you want to do next? You're doing so well. And it's like, well, I just want to stay in the business for as long as I possibly can.
What do you do in the gaps, though? Because, Dancing on Ice isn't going to be back for a while.
Well, yeah, last year I spent the whole year setting up singletons with Fern. We were doing Holly and Fern Go Dating, of course. And Street Mate, I was doing that. So this year, there's a few little bits on the horizon, but it's just a case of...
You see, I worried a bit about that. I worried for you two, because I know you've got a camera crew kind of sort of lurking in the background, but two girls like you and Fern Cotton going down the street and just buttonholing people and saying, here, how do you fancy... I mean, it's a bit
we
scary,
can handle
isn't
ourselves,
it?
me and Fern.
Can you?
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, do you get guys now who see you on skate, Dancing on Ice and come up to you and so... Or does it put them off? When you're as famous as you are, would it, for instance, be harder to get a guy?
Men, as a rule, now, I think, are completely hopeless. I was... No, it's true. You're wonderful, but you're hopelessly wonderful. But they kind of don't do dating anymore. Men don't ask women out. There's this real... We need to go back to that kind of real old-fashioned courting.
Hang on, what's gone on? Men don't ask women out?
No, they don't. They really don't. They go out in groups, or they go to gigs, or they go out with their mates, and then they kind of Facebook each other or text each other. And it's rubbish, and it's really damaging our dating culture.
So how did you meet your husband?
I met him through work, which is a very good way, but I had to basically say, hello, I'm here, look at me. He didn't come up and...
I think if Holly Willoughby had come up to me and I'd been single and she said, hello, I'm here, looking at me, I would have been looking at her. There would have been no encouragement needed.
Bless you.
So you get the men of Britain to start going out and asking girls for a date.
Absolutely, men, they need to change.
Yes.
Definitely.
Would you? No, I can't. What a shame. Never mind. It's been great to talk to you. Good luck with your Waterwise campaign.
Thank you.
I promise to stick this in my shower.
Please do, even if you can just cut it down by 1 minute.
OK. I'll cut it down a minute for you.
OK, thank you.
Wonderful. Do it in 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Willoughby.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's it for today. Tomorrow, the final show in the series.